Hey guys, so I'm back here again with some more tips for you on how to make your jiu-jitsu game better. Today I wanted to talk about sparring. Specifically, how hard should you be sparring when you do jiu-jitsu, when you practice it? And I think that sparring has different levels of intensity based upon how much experience and skill you have. So let's use a couple of examples. Let's say you're brand new to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you never trained before, and you are, you're not in the best shape. Obviously, I think one of the things you should be focusing on is gathering as many techniques as possible, learning how to defend yourself, keep yourself safe, as well as keeping your partner safe. When it comes to sparring at the white belt level, and I think at sort of like, hey, I just got my blue belt level, I think the sparring, instead of being hard, should really be focused around positional sparring, getting out of bad positions or fighting from bad positions, using the move of the day, the move that you just learned in class from a certain position, and really trying to hit it on a resisting opponent. Level of intensity, maybe like 80%, but you want to be at a level of intensity to where you can actually think about the move that you're doing, think about different entries to it, and think about how you can react and get the move to work when your opponent is resisting the move. I think at the higher belt levels, maybe let's say, a couple stripes into the blue belt and purple belt and above, you can spar pretty intensely, as hard as you want on a day-to-day basis. Just make sure that you're adding to your move list, or at least you're adding to your knowledge base, because it's easy to, when you're sparring hard, to just go to your A game and to never try to advance that A game, never try to, deviate from it and do more. So you want to make sure that you have that good balance of, hey, I want to be sparring hard at the higher belt levels, but also expanding my knowledge and expanding my game. At the lower belt levels, I think if you're a white or a blue belt, positional sparring is key. Going after the move of the day and really trying to get it to work. And I know it can be tough. I just had tough sparring last night where I could not get a sweep to work. And I normally train and spar with the black belts, so it was tough getting a sweep to work when both practitioners are equally skilled. It's tough, but you got to keep at it, because the more you keep at it, the better you're going to get when it comes to live either training or competing and hitting the move when it really matters. So if you're a beginner belt, I would advise you to focus on obviously learning the basics, defending yourself, keeping your partner safe, and try to get in a lot of positional sparring as possible. Side control, guard, starting with somebody on your back, maybe even starting locked in position so you can work your submission defense and escapes. Positional sparring should definitely be a focus of the early belt levels. As you get more experience, you can, start to really spar hard. Maybe if you're doing, 6 to 8 rounds for a competition day training, 90% of those rounds are hard. Maybe your first round is a warm-up round. You go 50%. But, I would leave it for the higher belts to go hard as often as they want. And I think when you're starting out, white belt, blue belt level, I think you really got to focus on gathering the technique, doing the technique right, keeping yourself safe, and keeping your partner safe. So that's it. That's for the tip of the day. Make sure you add me on the gram. Make sure you add me on YouTube. And I'll see you again with another tip soon.